Guten Tag, meine lieben deutschen Freunde. Today I'm reacting to German houses, how the Germans live. I'm really curious. Will there be big differences in the way they live comparing to Latvians or not? Probably there will be big differences. So let's check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell for notification, guys. Don't miss any other new video, please. Let's go.
Did you know that in German addresses, the street name comes first and then the number, and the postcode or zip code comes before the city? And check out the doorbells, no numbers. Instead, they're labelled with the surnames of the people living there, which strikes me as slightly unusual for this privacy-loving nation. Anyway, for today's episode, we're at home with the Germans.
Listen, man, door ring in a post box, that's another level, I'm telling you guys. Here in Latvia, we have the same as you guys. We have, when it comes to street names, street name, then goes the number, and when it comes to postcode, we have like literally the same thing. So
German homes come in all shapes and sizes. They also have pretty logical names. A house at the end of a row of houses is called an end of the row house, or ein Endhaus. A house where...
What is the reasoning of calling the end of the row house the end of the row house, man? I mean, it's cheaper or it's more expensive. Why they like? There should be some kind of reason of calling it like that.
House or ein Endhaus. A house where one family lives is called a one-family house,
Okay.
ein Familienhaus. Large houses split up into several apartments are called Mehrfamilienhäuser or multi-family houses,
Okay.
and that's the most common type of home here. As I've told
Most common type of home in Latvia, in Riga at least, are block houses. Basically, made most of the houses over here we have are made in Soviet Union, and they are made from blocks and not. I wouldn't. For me, I don't like to live there because there are multiple story buildings and there's a lot of neighbors and there's a lot of like crazy stuff happening in those houses. So I prefer to live in small block houses like 5-story buildings or 2-story buildings. Like 2-story buildings are from Khrushchev era, right? And we have even Stalin houses, right? Stalin era houses. And most of the big block houses are from Brezhnev era. So basically every Soviet dictator era we have houses from.
you before, Germans usually know the exact measurements of their home in square meters. The
Yeah,
average
we
German
do the
home
same.
is a little over 90 square meters for 2 people. 5 million Germans live in a WG or Wohngemeinschaft, that's shared accommodation, and only 0.5% of households have 3 or more generations living under one roof. Cold rent means without bills, and warm rent includes costs for certain utilities and services.
Okay.
Germany has long been a nation of renters. Less than half the population owns their own home, and in some larger cities that drops to a quarter. This is in part a hangover from recent history. During the war, a lot of private property was destroyed, so rental apartment blocks were built as a quick fix. In East Germany, people rarely had the option of purchasing their own property, and state-owned property was heavily subsidised. These days, some people prefer the flexibility of renting. Germans do, after all, move an average of 6 times in their life, but most people cite spiralling house prices and hefty deposits as the main hurdle to owning their own home. That being said, renting isn't always a particularly cheap alternative. In Munich, renters are shelling out around 17 euros per square metre. Berlin has introduced
That's
a
a lot.
controversial 5-year rent freeze to try and get its prices under control. And some people are getting creative, shunning traditional living models in favour of houseboats, camper vans, communal living projects, or tiny houses.
And tiny houses,
I just want to add, guys, that here in Latvia, I think most of people rent because it's very expensive. It's to get a flat because first of all, you need at least 6,000 to 7,000 to buy, let's say, 45 square meters flat. Yes, it costs around in the old block houses. It costs around 50,000. Yeah, around 50,000 to room flat, and in new buildings the cost goes from 60,000 plus. And basically, if you get a loan, you get a loan for 20 years, and if you're just a working person, man, Oh, good luck paying that loan off, man. It's not easy, but hopefully one day I will take a loan also, because I have moved a lot. I have moved like no, like 4 times at least, and in every rental property I live like for 3 years, and maybe next time I will, after 3 years, I will leave this place and go to another place. So what about you guys? Do you rent, most of you, or you have your own houses? Maybe some of you live with your parents. I would love to hear from you.
Ein kleines Häuschen, meistens aus Holz gebaut, zwischen 10 und 20
Oh, look at
Quadratmeter
that.
auf
That's
Rädern, auf
nice.
einem Pkw-Anhänger. Ist aber auch eine
With a
Bewegung.
pickup.
Das ist eine Bewegung,
Man.
die vor ungefähr 15 Jahren in Kalifornien in den USA eingesetzt hat.
Und wie ist es dann nach Deutschland gekommen?
In Deutschland gab es ja schon immer durch diese Kleingärten eine Tiny House Affinität. Deutsche und auch Holländer, die ja sehr viel Camping machen und Caravaning, die haben eine hohe Sympathie für kleine Räume.
Welche Vorteile bietet ein Tiny House?
Wenn wir nicht mehr so viel Platz beanspruchen, können wir nicht mehr so viel kaufen. Wenn alle Menschen auf einmal in
Look
Holzgebäude
at that. Let's take a look at that quickly. Look, they have small sofa slash bed over here, a table, kitchen, some shelves, probably, I don't know, some shelves over there, and that's it basically. Wow, not a big space, I would say, but this is a good thing for, let's say, for a single man or a student, if it's a cheap option, of course. I don't know, I would guess this kind of property costs around, let's say, 4,000 to 5,000 euros. What do you guys think? How much costs this property?
leben würden, hätten wir nicht so eine CO2-Katastrophen. Und wenn wir nicht mehr in anonymen Hochhäusern leben wollen, sondern eher in kleineren Strukturen, dann ist das soziale Miteinander auch ein anderes.
Anyway, back to the status quo for now. Here are my personal picks for a few things that make a home very German.
Okay.
House shoes,
For sure.
bottled water,
Okay.
sparkling of course, weird little mini forks for cake. If the cake's not mini, then why are the forks? Solid roller blinds that block out every last scrap of light.
I love these solar thingies on the windows, but I love more solar thingies that you can just manipulate the brightness to allow the sunlight to come in more or less. These are the best in my opinion.
One of these retro-looking wooden measuring sticks.
Oh yeah, we had them also
A
in my
cellar
house.
with caged-off storage spaces. A beloved balcony.
Oh,
That's the most
yes.
sought-after home feature. 2 duvets, very practical. And unwieldy, squashy, frankly ridiculous square pillows.
Listen, I love balconies. Even I have a balcony because in summer it's a nice place to chill out. You can like put a table there, go and have some breakfast, some food, and just enjoy your time.
Newcomers often have a few surprises when they move into their first place in Germany. First of all, don't expect a house or flat to be furnished, even if you're renting. And the biggest shock of all might come when you enter the kitchen. Yep, it's totally normal to take your entire kitchen with you when you move.
What?
Counters, cooker, sink,
Oh
everything.
no.
One good thing about moving here is that it's a team effort. It's absolutely the done thing to enlist the help of all your friends. The only payment required is beer, pizza, and the knowledge that you'll return the favour. Of course,
Back in the day, we used to do it also. I remember when my parents were moving to new places, all the friends came together and they were helping each other, because back in the day, people used to live and nobody was able to rent, because in Soviet Union you cannot rent a house. So basically nobody was moving, and everybody knew everyone in their own staircase, right? But nowadays people don't know each other. Let's start from that, because people are renting. There's always new people, and friends already are not so willing to help you. Like, yeah, you feed them with pizza, but they are busy, they have their own life, etc, etc. So next time, probably when I move, I'm gonna do it with my father, or alone, or I'm gonna call special people that will help me, to do it.
it wouldn't be Germany without a good set of rules. The small print in a rental contract can include such gems as the exact level of noise you're allowed to make, how often you have to air your flat out, and the requirement to repaint
What?
every room a neutral colour upon your departure. If you've noticed,
Air your flat, like literally there's a point where like you have to air your flat out, let's say once per day. Well, it does make a bit sense literally, because if you don't do it, the air in the flat is gonna be like very bad, and it might I don't know if there's furniture, it may impact furniture or I don't know, something else probably. Yeah.
Just anything else about the German way of living, leave me a comment below. Thanks for dropping by.
Well, talking about helping each other when moving, I think my friends are so fed up that I move all the time that every time that I say, guys, can you help me? They're like, oh, sorry, I'm busy. I need to do something. I don't want to help you, because like every 3 years I just, hi, can you help me, please? I need help. Can you come? No, sorry, I'm busy. I'm like, oh no, I will have to do it alone again. Anyways, danke for watching, guys. It was fun. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and auf Wiedersehen, and see you in next reaction videos.